guys, and we have got a feast for you today to try. And this is my version of Vietnamese fried rice dumplings, or pancakes, as whatever you want to call them. Now, I don't know about you, but if you've got a bit of leftover ingredients and you don't know what to do and you want to make lunches and stuff like that, then this is the thing for you. And it's dead simple, and it uses any ingredients that you have left over. So for example, I've got here 1 carrot, I've got a bit of lettuce left, like the top a bit of the lettuce, I've got a bit here of courgette, I've got a bit left over of pepper, a few pieces of broccoli, I've got half an onion, just a handful of mushrooms, and then I've got some garlic, a tiny bit of ginger, I've got a stock cube. Now we won't use all this stock cube, we'll only use a little bit to season. I've got some coriander, I've got a bit of my dried mint that I'm drying, and I've got some just like the last bit really of the rice noodles, and then I've got some rice paper. So essentially you can add anything vegetable based into these. The world is your oyster with these. So as I've shown you, I've got this handful of vegetables here, but I would suggest that you stick to this, having a bit of garlic, bit of ginger, and your coriander and your mint. And just to bulk it out a bit, you can use some rice noodles. You can also use tofu. So for the main, what we're going to do is we're going to finely chop these, and then we're going to stir fry them, and then we're going to make them into like pancakes, and fry them in sesame oil. It's going to be amazing. So we'll need for the actual stir fry itself, we'll just need a bit of soy sauce, a bit of sugar. I'm using white wine vinegar, rice wine is preferred, and then we've got a bit of sesame oil. And then we'll make a real quick dip, and all you need is 2 ingredients. You literally need hoisin and sriracha, and that's it. So let's get cooking. Right, before we begin with our stir frying, you remember that we had some leftover rice noodles. What I want you to do is I want you to break these down, not so they're too small, so small that they lose their structure, but what we want to achieve is we don't want really long rice noodles in the actual pancake. So just break them down to about this size. And what we're going to do is we're going to put some hot water over these for about 4 minutes and make sure that they're nice and soft. Okay, we are going to put the gas on a medium-high heat, and we are going to add our sesame oil, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. It's amazing just how a quarter of this veg, half of that veg can really, when you finally chop it, make a lot of ingredients. And you will notice how much ingredients you will get out of this when you make them into little pancakes. And what I love about this and this recipe is the fact that you can freeze them. I generally freeze them, and I just pick them out a couple of hours before I want to cook them, and I cook them, and yeah, they're perfect. So wait until your oil heats up, and then we are going to add our ingredients. Now I'm going to leave these ingredients until kind of halfway through, because I want the herbs to still have that flavour and preserve that flavour. Also, if you notice that you've got stalks in your mint, like I've just seen just there, just take them out, because they are quite coarse, so you don't want that in your ingredients. So the oil is heating up now, and I'm going to add everything. I'm not waiting for certain things to cook quicker or slower. It's all going in all at the same time. So what you'll find is that your mushrooms will reduce slightly more, which is what you want. Your courgettes will be soft, which is what you want. Because you're putting it in any kind of vegetable, and this is like a mixed vegetable Vietnamese inspired pancake, you really can just put it all in. It's not like there's any meat in there that needs to be cooked at a certain temperature or anything like that. And yeah, we're going to cook this now until all the vegetables are nice and soft, and I'll come back to show you. Okay guys, it's about halfway through cooking. It's had about 4 minutes, and we're just now going to add our garlic and ginger and give that a good mix in. And we're also going to add our spices and the sugar and things like that. Well, not spices, soy sauce. So we're going to get some soy sauce here, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons. Dead easy to remember is this, because if you have roughly that amount of veg, it's 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and then what we're going to do is add a teaspoon of sugar, not much, just a teaspoon. A level teaspoon, not a high heat, just a level teaspoon. And then we're going to add some white wine vinegar, and this is going to be the same, just a teaspoon of white wine vinegar, just to give it a little bit of sharpness, like so. And then, if you remember, we had our, sorry, I don't know what Alexa's talking about, but seems to listen in quite a lot, does Alexa. So we're going to take our stock cube, and we're just going to use half of the stock cube. Now what this does, it just adds that, I don't know, it just enhances the vegetable flavour. I know a lot of people use things like MSG and stuff. I'm not one of those people, and I just prefer to use a bit of a stock cube just to add that a little bit more flavour. And we're going to give this a good mix in together, making sure that we get all the beautiful vegetables coated with the soy sauce, the sugar, the garlic, the ginger, and the white wine vinegar. As I say, rice wine is better if you've got it. We'll just give that 1 more minute, and then we're going to add our rice noodles, and then we should be in a position then to make the parcels ready for frying. So this has had a couple more minutes, and it's done now, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn this off the heat, like so. And next stage is a bit of a production line. We're going to add our rice noodles that we've broken down so they're a little bit smaller. We're going to give them a good stir, and we're going to make a production line. It's going to be a combination of using this filling, using the frying pan, and making the parcels and then frying them as we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that up now so you can see how this little production line works. And as I say, you can make a lot of these, freeze them, have them hot, have them cold. You can actually just zap them in the microwave for a little bit if you just want a quick snack. So I am going to create a production line, and hopefully you'll get the gist of what I'm doing. But that's the main ingredients. The final thing we need to add is our mint and our coriander. So I'm going to go through what we need to do for the first one. So you're going to need some hot water, and you're going to need to put it in your plate like so, because what we do is we soften the rice paper, and so I generally just put it in the side like this until it gets nice and like soft. You don't need to do it like loads, it'll eventually become soft. And make sure you don't burn yourself. So I do it on one side and then I do it on the other, and we're going to need 2 rice papers for these. This is how it's going to go. So this will go really soft like this, and just drag it over like so. You can barely see it. While this one's on there, you want a second one that you just want to be starting to soak. We're going to put a bit of our mixture here like so. Not loads, but just enough, so about that much. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold it like this, and then we're going to fold it here. So we're kind of wrapping it in a way, and fold it here. It's a bit tricky. Don't worry, nothing's going to go wrong if you make a few mistakes the first time. You know, it is where it is. It just is how it is. It's, you know, the way the cookie crumbles. Don't worry. And we're going to get this next one out like so. I'm going to put this on like so, and we're just going to wrap again. So we've created a really robust parcel like this, and then just put that over like that, and then that is your first parcel ready to fry. Okay, so I've made 3 so far, and I'm going to put the pan on like so, and we're going to fry in a bit of sesame oil, and we're just going to fry until they're brown on each side, and then we'll have our amazing dumplings. I'm just going to add them in now. I'm just going to add this one, this one, and then we'll let these fry away, and I will keep making them. Okay guys, while the last 3 are cooking, I said I would make a dip, and this is the easiest dip going. So I've got in here about 2 tablespoons of water. To this we are going to add 1 decent tablespoon of hoisin sauce, and then we are gonna, now depending on how hot or sweet you like it, I do it 1 to 1, but you can do whatever you want. And that, my friends, is it. Mix it up, give it a real good mix so it's not as thick, and it is beautiful. It has the most amazing combination of sweet and hot. Oh, and that is your dip. How easy is that? Too easy. Okay guys, so out of this I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've actually got 9, and I've already I've already served this up. Let's have a look at this. How beautiful is this? So there you go, Vietnamese fried pancakes with sriracha and hoisin dip, and a nice little salad. Oh, I cannot describe to you how nice this is. In fact, I'm not allowed to have it. My other half is having it. He's told me that I can't have it, so there you go. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification button, and stay safe everyone. Bye.